Welcome to Political Pradesh, your one-stop show for all the Uttar Pradesh elections development that you will have here. The big newsmakers, the big controversies, and we'll have answers from the netas there who are contesting in UP as well. Let's begin with the highlight of today. Priyanka Gandhi is today in election-bound Uttar Pradesh. She's in the historical town of Chitrakoot, where Priyanka Gandhi started her day visiting an ancient Shiva temple. She offered milk, offered prayers to the god. This, remember, is in series of her temple visits in UP. After that, she took a boat ride, participated in an online women forum as well. Hundreds of women had gathered at the venue to catch a glimpse of Priyanka Gandhi Vadra and meet her. She has already announced, remember, 40% of the Congress tickets to women in Uttar Pradesh elections.
हमारा प्राइवेट शिक्षण संस्थान है।
प्रियंका मैम, आपने आज यहाँ यात्रा करी है, क्या संदेश देने की कोशिश करी आपने?
मेरा महिलाओं के लिए यही संदेश है कि पूरी तरह से राजनीति में भागीदार बने, अपनी शक्ति को पहचाने, महिलाओं के लिए महिलाएं खड़ी हों, अपनी आवाज़ उठाएं और जो समाज में और जो अत्याचार हो रहा है महिलाओं के साथ, उसके खिलाफ अपने आप खड़े रहें।
5 किलोमीटर से ज़्यादा यात्रा मौन व्रत किया आपने मैम, इस पर क्या कहेंगे?
क्या कहूँ
मैम, बुंदेलखंड आइए, क्या संदेश है यूपी के लिए?
संदेश यह कि बदलाव लाइए, क्योंकि जिस तरह से राजनीति हो रही है, जिस तरह से किसानों को कुचला जा रहा है, दलितों को, सबको, महिलाओं को गलत है, उसको बदलने की बात।
So can Priyanka Gandhi Vadra actually turn the tables with regard to the Congress party in UP? But the bigger question that I have for today, these offering prayers, offering milk to the god is in series of temple visits. This, remember, after the Congress party has consistently taken on the BJP for making a public opportunity of photographing their videographing of the temple visits. I now have Anila Singh of the Bharatiya Janata Party and Gaurav Kapoor of the Congress. And I put that question to you. Gaurav, it is fine. I think it's all right if Priyanka Gandhi Vadra goes ahead, offers a prayers, it's personal. But the fact is, when she does it in full media glare, has it on schedule for the journalists and her supporters, how is then this BJP, how is then this Congress that blames the BJP for religion photo op different from the BJP otherwise? Because eventually these are the same parties doing the same thing. Blame BJP, then follow BJP on the same. Gaurav.
No, I disagree with you there, you see, Poojaji. You know, she is just going to go pray at a temple. That is fine. Any Hindu or whatever religion you can follow, you can go to the mosque of your choice, the church of your choice, or the mandir. And at the end of the day, she is a very senior leader and she's followed everywhere by the media. So therefore, everything that she does is pretty much going to be in full media glare. Now, the difference between being a political Hindu and being a Hindu, a Sanatan Dharam Hindu, is how the BJP and the RSS have been using Hinduism to garner votes and divide the country. Now, that is the only contention that we have, nothing else to it. And frankly, have we come to this, that if we go to a temple, you're going to tell me that, no, Gaurav, you cannot go because you're a Hindu?
No, of course
Why can't I go to a temple?
Of course not.
Why can I not
But also
pray?
just to add here, Gaurav, that her schedule of going to Chitrakoot's ancient Shiva temple was on schedule for the journalists to know. There was a link that had come. There were reporters that were allowed. So what I'm saying is, how is it really different from what the BJP does on Ram temple and otherwise? And this, I have that question. What you've said is also interesting. I want to take that to Anila Singh. Anila, what Gaurav is saying, are we now going to take on the Congress party? Do you think this is just a personal reference of going to the temple? And this is not what the BJP does with regard to politicizing religion?
See, it is not personal at all. And during election time, nothing is personal. We know it very well that it is a well-thought agenda of Gandhi family, where we see that her own brother Rahul Gandhi, he keeps on parroting and saying that Hindutva is bad, Hindu is different, Hindutva is different, Hinduism is different. This is the problem. This family doesn't have much of the knowledge of our culture and religion, I can say so. When in 1995, there is a verdict from Supreme Court, which is based on the verdict of Supreme Court in 1966 and 76, and this says that Hindutva and Hinduism are
Yes.
the way of life, culture, and ethos of Indian people. So whether we talk about Hinduism or Hindutva or Hindu, we may be follower of, or we might be having believe as a Sanatani or Arya Samaji or from Gayatri Parivar, anything. But end of the day, we are Hindus.
But
And-
Anila,
and-
why are
let-
we
let me
talking
complete, please.
about Hindutva at all or Hinduism? Why are you attacking Congress on that? Your party is
No.
supposed to be providing jobs. Your party is supposed to be reducing fuel prices and the vegetable prices that are touching skyrocketing, and that is what needs to be answered and that is what needs to be done by the BJP. Instead, you are leading the Hindutva Hinduism discussions.
Why shouldn't we? Why shouldn't we? We have never shied away talking about the inflation. We have never shied away talking about the employment. We have never shied away talking about the infrastructure development in my state, Uttar Pradesh. We have never shied away talking about the education or women empowerment. We keep on discussing about it. But as I was told, that the subject of today's debate is about the soft Hindutva of Congress party. That is why I'm talking
Gaurav,
about
is
Hindu Hindutva and Hinduism.
Gaurav, as the BJP is claiming, that
So
is
they
being
have to come
practiced
clear.
by
Pooja,
the
please
Congress
allow
party.
me, give me 10 seconds. Let me complete
No,
what
that's-
I have started.
Yes. I gave you
Please,
time,
please.
Anila. I gave you time. Let Gaurav also respond, because that's an important point that you're making, and that's the allegation that has come against the Congress party. Is the Congress practicing soft Hindutva?
No, I don't understand what is soft Hindutva. I mean, I'm a Hindu. I go to a temple. I'm from Banaras. I believe in Baba Bholenath. Can I not do that just because I'm in social life, that I'm in political life? I don't understand that. You see, the problem arises when, and this is where the BJP and the RSS is brilliant at. For the last 20, 30 years, before they figured that they could come near power, they used to talk about ki Ram Mandir banayenge, tarikh nahi batayenge. But then after a while, when they figured that they've now become in government, they had to write in their manifesto that no, we will follow what the court was saying. Now the same thing the Congress party was saying. We are the ones who opened the gate to Ram Mandir. We are the ones who allowed us.
But the point is, Gaurav,
So
the
therefore, you
BJP
see,
has
I
won
don't-
with
I do
regard
not
to the
understand
religion
this.
plank, in the
I
sense
don't
they have it
understand this
strong.
acquisition
Congress
of
party should be taking on the
why
BJP
can
on real
someone
issues.
who follows
You are
the
doing the same religion
not
photo
go
op trying
and
to
pray?
take the Hindu
Why
narrative.
can we not go and pray?
But my point is, again, why is the Congress even muddling there when it can take on the BJP on real issues rather than doing the religion photo op?
No,
In fact, yes.
we are taking the real issues, but I mean, you're asking, you know, it's your debate where you, at least, and I'm actually thankful. You're probably the only channel that is pretty much having a debate on Priyanka ji and what she's trying to do with terms of women.
Gaurav,
I
what
mean,
word did you use
all-
just now?
all that-
Gaurav, what word did
As
you
of-
use just now?
Part of Uttar Pradesh, she's committed to 40% tickets for women.
Gaurav,
She's
we are a
committed to so
channel
many things for
that
women
consistently
empowerment, and there's
asks
nothing wrong
and
with
raises
that.
all important issues from the Congress and the BJP. And I wouldn't accept here any other sort of word, objectionable or otherwise, that you're using for our channel. We are using issues and putting forth issues that I do on my show every single day. I would like you to take that back. But just
And I'm congratulating you for it.
I just want Anila Singh to also, Anila, quickly then, at this point, do you think the Congress is worrying you? The manner in which Priyanka Gandhi is coming forth with these strong attacks against BJP and taking the Hindu narrative and ensuring BJP doesn't have it quickly. Then I have to toss to some breaking news coming in.
Absolutely. Say, not at all. We are not worried about Priyanka Vadra ji, but definitely as a woman, I welcome her, but she really has to work very hard for the future. But in today's date, I mean, she is not going to gain any grounds, political grounds, or the vote bank in Uttar Pradesh, because the work done by Yogi Adityanath ji in last 4.5 years, say, like talk about the airports, 5 international airports, 13 domestic airports, 8 airstrips, like some are on some work is going on. You talk about the expressway. In today's date, Uttar Pradesh is known as the state of expressways. So whether we talk about
So the BJP is saying they have the Vikas push, but this is clearly the religion photo op is definitely becoming more obvious even for the voters to see. Whether it will have any impact or whether they will choose to go for real issues remain to be seen. We have some breaking news coming in. Priyanka Gandhi has taken on Smriti Irani there in Chitrakoot, and this is about the women's issue that she has been consistently pushing for. What has Priyanka Gandhi said about Smriti Irani there to our colleague Samarth? Let's listen in.
स्मृति ईरानी ने बोला है लड़का हूं पर निकल नहीं सकता, एक कटाक्ष किया राहुल गांधी पर, इस पर क्या जवाब देंगे?
महिला होते हुए अगर महिलाओं के बारे में इस तरह से टिप्पणी करें तो गलत है। महिला है, उनको महिला का प्रोत्साहन करना चाहिए, उनको कहना चाहिए कि हाँ, लड़कियां को अपने लिए लड़ना चाहिए।
वो ज्यादा लैंड एक्विजिशन हुई थी। मैं तो आपसे कहूंगा, ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लोग अगर ये हाईवे कह रहे हैं उनका है, तो मुझे बताएं कि यहाँ पर सबसे पहले बजट किसकी सरकार में दिया गया था? मुझे याद है कि 1600 करोड़ से ज्यादा बजट, 1600 करोड़
कि LOI नहीं मिला आपको।
मैं ये कहता हूँ कि 1600 करोड़ से ज्यादा बजट समाजवादी सरकार ने रखा। लैंड की सबसे पहली जो
interview of Akhilesh Yadav's full interview will be on indiatoday.in. You can listen to what he has to say and specifically why does he think BJP will not return to power in UP. Let's take a look at other stories also, all that has been happening in Uttar Pradesh, because on the top is also how ahead of Prime Minister's visit in Jhansi on 19th November, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has already visited Jhansi, taking stock of the preparations. Chief Minister was flanked by Defence Minister Rajnath Singh to also inaugurate the Rashtra Raksha Samarpan Parv. A local court rejected the bail plea of Ashish Mishra, the son of Union Minister Ajay Mishra, and 2 others in the Lakhimpur Kheri violence case. 8 people, remember, including 4 farmers, were killed in the violence on 3rd of October. The first meeting of the Manifesto Committee constituted by the UP BJP for 2022 elections will be held in a short while. In a meeting, various points are going to be discussed, keeping in mind the need and requirement of all the people and all the sections of the state.